welcome back to Creating Your Life. We show you things that make us happy and talk about things that we've done in our life or that we would like to do in our life to just make things better, to design your life, to create your life. One of the things that we've always done to help us create the life that we want is to have a side hustle. And this might be a new concept to some of you, or it might be something that you've done all along. You've always known this and you've learned this. Some of the most successful people out there have spoke up about how to generate wealth or extra in your life. So one of those tips from these wealthy individuals, and if wealth is not for you, if you're watching this and you're saying, Anton, I really don't want to be wealthy. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I just want to be able to live my life and peacefully navigate through this existence. Well, that's a great and noble objective, and I'm with you. I don't need to be famous either, but I believe that to achieve the goal that we just talked about peacefully navigating through this life, it would be a whole lot easier if you had money. Unfortunately, this life, this world, currently revolves around currency. And currency buys you freedom. Now, you can spend your life trading your time for dollars. Now, what does that mean? That means I go to work, I get paid an hourly rate. And for that hourly rate, I'm expected to do certain tasks. And those tasks are predefined. Those tasks could be serving food. Those tasks could be making spreadsheets. Those tasks could be doing somebody's taxes. They could be anything. But you are always trading your time for dollars. So how do you get ahead in that scenario? The way you get ahead is put in more time. Well, now we've got a problem because most people don't want to put in more time at work. Most people want to have less time at work, more freedom to do the things that they want to do, which means your commodity is not money. Your commodity is time. Some people have leveled themselves up to make their time worth more. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, you finish high school. You get your high school diploma. You are eligible for certain jobs that somebody who did not finish high school is eligible for. So the guy who didn't finish high school, well, he's going to be looking for kind of labor type jobs, and they might pay low because there's no shortage of people that have not finished high school that are willing to do that job. So there's a competition in that market, which drives the wages down. So you're trading your time for low dollars. Some individuals go to high school or go to college or university and they level themselves up. They add value to themselves that employers recognize, and they will pay you more money for that recognition. Some people go to trade school and they level themselves up that way. It's a different way. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just different. And that's fine. It's great that there's multiple paths and ways to level up. One new and upcoming way is Google University. I don't know what they're actually fully calling it right now, but they're setting up online courses that you can do and get little diplomas after doing their workshops. Currently, Google has said that they will only hire people who have completed certain courses of their own online course system. Now, that'll help kind of push the awareness of that, but those exist already. Not a lot of employers recognize them as true value. They'll add worth to you, but not necessarily value in the employer's eyes. But that's great. So we can trade our time for dollars. But what we really to do is trade our time for profits. What do I mean by that? Time for profits. Well, you've probably come across all kinds of people who have their own business. A business owner does not get paid for their time. They can do 100 hours of work, and if nobody pays for that work, they don't get paid. So think of a realtor. I just got in the mail the other day a notepad from a realtor, and you remember the old days when you get a notepad from a realtor, it has a magnet on the back, you stick it on your fridge, and you can write notes on it, and the next time you think, hey, I should sell my house, that realtor's name is in your mind because you saw it every single day, so he would get business. When that realtor spends an entire week filling envelopes up with his notepads that he's mailing out to everybody, he doesn't get paid a single penny for that work. He doesn't. He's laying the foundation to try and build a profit, because the money comes when somebody calls him and says, hey, I want to sell my house. He still doesn't get paid. He shows the house to 100 people, and eventually an offer comes in. He writes the offer up, he presents the offer to his client. His client accepts the offer. He still has not been paid a penny. He's done all this work and he hasn't been paid a single thing. How many of us have the attitude where we say, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not doing it? How many of us say that? When your boss calls and says, hey, do you want to come in for overtime? For time and a half, I guess. We assign a value immediately to our dollars, and we expect instant payment. I do the work, you pay me. That's how this has to work. But a realtor and lots of other professions don't get paid like that. When they do all the work and they close the sale and the money changes hands, then they get to scoop off their profit. And if a realtor is really good at what he does, he can condense what he does down to a very minimum amount for a maximum impact. Maybe he doesn't need to mail out notepads for people to stick on their fridge, because he builds his clientele a different way. The point is, there are professions out there and there are ways to make money out there that will not pay you up front, but they, in the long run, they can pay you in residual income. Now, this is the part where most people say, why don't you sign up for my network marketing scheme? I'm not saying that because I don't have a network marketing scheme to sell you. I will say that personally, I have been involved in a number of network marketing schemes, scams, pyramid schemes, whatever you want to call them. Some have worked, some have not. Most do not. And I would never, ever, ever try to convince you to do a network marketing thing if you need to build true income. It's an option. It's not an option for everybody. It can work for some, but there needs to be a lot of people that fail for one person to succeed in that model. So I don't really like that model. I prefer, one model that we're doing right now is YouTube, as you can see as you watch this video. So the nice thing about YouTube is they've got an affiliate marketer program where you get paid when people watch your videos. I don't need to charge you, the viewer, anything. You don't have to pay anything. All I ask for you to do is, when you're watching our videos, that you allow the ads to play all the way through, because that's how we get paid. If you appreciate this content, click the subscribe button, click the bell, watch our content when it comes out, allow the videos to play, give it that extra 30 seconds. It's okay, you deserve a little break anyway. That gets us paid, we make more content, you benefit. That's how this works. But the nice thing is, it's up front and it's on the table. I don't have to dupe you guys into anything, and I don't have to dupe somebody else into paying money. I'm not asking you for money, nobody is. Unfortunately, the advertisers are willing to pay the money so that you can see the ads, so that I can get paid, and you'll maybe be interested in the products or services that are being offered through the ads. That's how it works. It's a beautiful system. There's other systems out there that work the same. Amazon has an affiliate marketer program as well. You can set up your own Amazon store, you can drive traffic to your Amazon store, and you get paid from that. And there's a lot of people online saying, I've unlocked the secret to Amazon selling, pay me $1,000 and I'll show you how to do it. Don't pay them, because their whole business is built on taking $1,000 from people, and then when they get it, they say, yeah, just set up an Amazon store and make money. That's what they do. They'll give you little tips and tricks and whatever, but you can find all that on YouTube for free anyway. And I might cover some of that in later programs. So again, subscribe below and you'll see when that comes out. But that's where this side hustle comes from. And now if you're a skilled individual and you're good at, say, plumbing or electrical or handiwork or whatever, maybe your side hustle is just building a handyman business. Maybe your side hustle is babysitting. Maybe it's tutoring. Maybe it's nannying. Maybe it's house cleaning. Maybe it can be anything. I'm not here to give you ideas of what your side hustle can be. Now, one thing I did want to talk about is the lie, the absolute lie that all of us have been told in school, and people repeat it over and over and over again, and it's a total lie. It's absolute BS. And that lie is, find something you love to do, and you will never work a day in your life. Absolute BS. Here's my example. Michael Jordan. Yes, I'm dating myself by talking about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, greatest basketball player to ever walk the face of the earth. I don't care, you LeBron fans or you Kobe fans, Michael Jordan, best ever, end of discussion. Michael Jordan was paid to play basketball. He was paid very well to play basketball. He was doing a job that he loved. Well, guess what? Michael Jordan had a habit of skipping practice, basketball practice. Now, one of the requirements for playing basketball is that you listen to your coach, you show up for practice, you show up for the games, and you do your job. Your job is to play basketball and win. Michael Jordan's job was to win. Now, Michael Jordan argued, I don't need to practice. I still win basketball games without practicing. So he would argue he was doing his job. He was already doing his job. So there was no need for him to go to practice, which was also part of his job. His coach saw it differently and said, no, you have to be here. We pay you to be here. Well, if Michael Jordan was doing what he loved, why wouldn't he show up for practice? He loves basketball, show up for practice, right? How many of us are doing a job that we don't love? Most of us. How many of us are doing a job that we kind of love? A lot of us. How many of us are doing something that our passion is? We are passionate about, that we absolutely love. Not very many of us. But the ones of us who are, if you just started, great. It's still fresh, it's still new, you're still passionate about it. But soon, a day will come where you don't want to go to work today. And that happens to all of us. And that is why it doesn't matter if you are doing what you love. What I would say instead, find the job that pays the bills. Your base living costs are covered. Your rent, your food, your car, your insurance, a little bit of entertainment, those sorts of things, all covered by your job. If you can't cover those with your current job, level yourself up. Take courses, night classes, finish high school, get a degree in something, go and get a trade, whatever, level up. Then go get that job that pays the basic costs of your life. But only give the time required to pay those bills. Then your side hustle starts. Something that you can do in your time off, in between times. That That's where you find the thing that you love, the thing that you just is not work to you. You do it anyway. And my advice to most people lately, now that this is my second YouTube channel, I've got another one which focuses more on how-tos and just kind of other passions in my life. If you want to check it out, it's GT Canada. I'll put a link down in the description so you can see that. But this channel is more about sharing those things that we've learned over the years and how we are leveling up. So YouTube, my advice to everybody is, if there's something that you enjoy doing and you find yourself doing it a lot, the odds are there are other individuals who would also enjoy watching you do what you do or benefit from watching you do what you do. So my advice is, buy yourself a camera or use your cell phone if you want and just start documenting it. I know you don't all have editing skills. I know you don't all have fancy computers that can handle all this stuff. There are people making thousands of dollars on YouTube with the crappiest video you've ever seen. They have no mic, they've been using their cell phone, it's bouncy, it's jittery, they have no edits, it's one take. They just hit record and say, hey YouTube, blah, 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 blah. Those people are making money. Why shouldn't you make money? So this isn't focused necessarily on, hey, join YouTube, because I don't care. You can join YouTube if you want. I'm saying that it's a good option for a lot of people and it costs you nothing. It might cost you a little extra time, but you're already doing these things. My son, he loves painting. I said, hey son, film yourself painting. You're an interesting guy. People would want to watch you paint pictures. He hasn't done it yet, but that's him. My daughter, she loves making stories about characters and shows and Star Wars and Disney and that sort of thing, and talking about kind of the intricacies of their story arcs and all that stuff. I think people would find that interesting. I've told her, you know, you should film yourself talking about this. Put together like a PowerPoint presentation, basically. Put it up on YouTube and say, here's my presentation about this character. People watch that. People already do that. Other people would watch those people doing that. My wife loves to sew. She loves to quilt, actually. She loves to knit. She loves doing things with her hands just that she can sit and do. And I keep telling her, let's set up a camera in your craft area, and anytime you're in there, just film yourself, live stream yourself. There's opportunities available to everybody in every niche. And if that's not your side hustle, that's okay. The best thing you can do is know yourself. And if you know yourself, you can find something that you're already doing that you could turn into a side hustle. And if you could start getting paid well for that side hustle that you do, would you be more inclined to do more of it? Would you want to do more of it? Would you like to get paid to do just that? Would you like to quit your day job and just do that for a living? There's people that are doing the thing that you love as their full-time job for a living. There's people that do that. And it could be you. There's nothing stopping you from doing that too. The only thing stopping you is you. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you don't try it, it won't work. It definitely won't work if you're not going to try it. So this is getting kind of long. I hope you stuck with me for this. I've got a lot more ideas around just kind of this sort of topic around creating your life, patterning your life, building the life that you want. So I hope you found this video useful. Check out some of the other videos we've got right here. At this point, we're just an emerging channel. We've got a lot of things coming in the pipeline, but there's not a lot out yet. So you get to start fresh with us and come on this journey with us. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you come back. But until next time, have a great day.